Welcome to Noodles with Lionheart. And Noodles lost the Pox Marsh. No, they're actually still pretty warm, the noodles. They're not cold yet. Quite nice and warm. So, that's an extra +1 to naked noodles in their pot design. I do have no nukes, that's true. I'm not sure if I've actually got enough warp fuel to get another nuke yet. Hey, FCF. How you doing? Ah. Open up a can of the colas. Because blowing up stuff is thirsty work. End turn times, designed so that streamers and YouTubers could eat their noodles. That's really why they're so long in Mortal Empires. So they actually totally have the tech to make them super fast, even with all these factions. It's just so that I can eat my noodles. It's like, please slow them down, I need to eat. Okay, Rebels hit me at Corona again. We can auto-resolve this. I'd be very surprised. Very, very, very surprised if we can't. Look at my beautiful Undercity spreading. I know we want to build units, but I also want to spread my Skaven-y goodness. That's my plan for recruiting units done for the turn, unless we can get a good sack somewhere. Just keep jumping. Give us a bit of money. Do I think so about doing F40k since they have the rights? They've got the rights to Warhammer Fantasy Battles, which is a separate IP to Warhammer 40k. As far as I'm aware, Sega, I imagine, still have them after they got them for, obviously, Relic to do Dawn of War series. But I don't know if they still have them. Oh, they've got all their armies outside. That's the way I like it, because then we can pick them off. But actually that only works if we've got Lightning Strike, which we do. Obviously we've got our ambush stance as well. But this now gives us a safety net if we ever miss an ambush. So probably take out... Well, we can siege a settlement. It's got a full garrison in there. You see if they start to come all out again. I wouldn't put it past CA to following the success of this, and I guess it depends, you know, assuming that the relationship between CA, Sega, and Games Workshop is, you know, tip-top after the trilogy, then I can't see why they might have a go at it. You know, unless Sega are like, no, that's Relic's territory, they're the ones that are going to do the 40k stuff.
No threat of a challenge.
Who knows, really? But yeah, I wouldn't say it's impossible, like never gonna happen. Oh yeah, I can't get another Doom Rocket for 3 more turns. That's it, the cooldown. Yeah, Ikit, we're just chilling with you, really. Because I don't really want to attack the Wood Elves because I want to do my nuclear option plan, but that seems like it's going to be such a ball ache to actually pull off. That does Plague Priest. I need more... What I really need are more assassin, like hidden lairs. Den of Secrets. So in fact, let's get rid of that and put it in here. But also, let's not do any of that because we're recruiting. We're bloody recruiting, Lionheart. Would you stop forgetting?
Go, Scotty, go.
Hey, Tentacle Shogun, how you doing? Fantastic name as well. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Enough of that to go in there. Right. Let's have a little look at diplomacy with the other Skaven.
Clanmores. Bow.
Wiki.
Bow to me.
Our Clan Septic's still going up there.
Like you.
Don't like you.
Chieftain of the Deep War. See.
Tretch is
between me and you. Now, yes.
Tretch is alright. He's spineless though. Easily dominated and prone to flee. So he should yeah, he should want to be confederated with pretty
I come to you.
pretty quickly. Good. Likes to be dominated. Just found out his kink. Oh, that one is a perfect spot for Under Empire, but we can't do that at the moment, so let's just steal some tech. Oh, we got some more warp fuel. Nice.
Knows who his boss is.
Knows who his boss is. Wound. Yeah, build that up. Mission was Rotten Wood to capture and occupy Kingsade. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that just yet.
For horned rat.
For horned rat. Ratty Jar Jar. Yeah, because I think I'm just wondering if Relic, if they would give Relic another shot and we'd have Dawn of War 4. But aren't Relic doing the new... They're doing Age of Empires, I think. Maybe after Age of Empires they return to it. I don't know. I will be really interested to see what fantasy IP CA go into next once they're done with the trilogy of Warhammer games, because I'm certain after seeing the success of the Warhammer series so far, they're not gonna, you know, once the Warhammer trilogy's done, I'm sure they won't be like, right, that's it for fantasy, we're going back to doing purely historical only games now. I'm sure they'll do other fantasy IPs if they can get the licensing agreements in place. Oh, White Peak, I never did you. Get some stuff in there. So use that to spread. Generate me some food. Because we're at +1 right now, which is good. So will Westeros sell it? I think it would. I mean, I just wonder if they might not look to do it right now, considering the show's now finished. Maybe they do something to tie into the prequel series, though. It's kind of, I feel like they might be more inclined to do something with something that ties into Amazon's Lord of the Rings series, because is that first or second age that that's focused on?
Sea breeze carries
Sea breeze carries musk far. That's amazing. Second age, cool. Oh, I got a sea cucumber.
Where are my schematics?
Go off that rebellion.
No point.
Oh, I cancelled destroying that, didn't I? Whoops. I was cancelling stuff I was upgrading. Right. Let's go hit some dead boys.
My orders.
Okay, we didn't get the ambush, so we're pulling them all out, which we don't want to do. We want to lightning strike them and whittle them down one by one. And because we want to... God, that garrison coming on out, that is nasty. Yeah, because we want to do well against that, we will fight these manually, so we can minimize casualties. Yeah, Amazon have got an MMO that they're making to tie in, I think. Which, although no, theirs is in the second age, isn't it? So theirs will be kind of the events after their show, I guess. Oh no, second age. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I get my first and second ages confused. So yeah, it's meant to follow on, I guess, with and be set in the same time and setting as the show. That would be pretty cool. To be honest, I played a lot of Lord of the Rings Online like 5 or 6 years ago, but if I've tried getting back into it since, well, I don't intend to be like a graphics snob. I can't play it because the graphics are just so dated now. I think there was a time where I was still like, oh, they've got a bit of charm to them, it's nice. But after a while, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of... Definitely needs a bit of a facelift.
Skaven, yes. Skaven, yes. Storm vermin. Brave, fierce Mimi.
I think the achievement system in Lotro is one of the big selling points. Yeah, I really do love the to be fair, most of the systems in Lotro just, it's a solid game, but I'm kind of at the point where I will be like, oh god, it doesn't look great though, does it? Yeah. Fire away! Okay, he's about to go, their Tomb King.
Our tile's yours. What orders? My counsel, yes.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Lord's down. Catapult's going to be out of there soon. Yeah, 3K spy system definitely needs some tweaking.
What?
Sniping on this is so good, yeah. It's sad that we haven't had any Warhammer 2 or 3 news. I think we'll get something soon. I just imagine it'll probably be towards the end of the month. Like, I think on Reddit, Grace was saying that they're going to try and update the kind of upcoming content schedule, so everyone will have an idea of what's coming. Hopefully it'll be worth the wait, whatever it is. Crumble, skellies, crumble. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hornet one protects.
Really finish them off, drop the Helm of Discord. But pretty safe to say it's crumble time. There we go. A decisive victory. Empire update. I think I almost feel like at this point they'll like kind of troll us and do Empire as the absolute final update. So I think we'll probably see maybe a green skin update first, but then maybe they'll do a green skin and Empire update, because there was always like that was always the classic, you know, classic sort of enemies, wasn't it? When Warhammer first came out, right? It was humans versus orcs, right? When you drag out Cav and Hero and Three Kingdoms, always to the left or right side. When I do it, have you grouped them together, Daddy Mark?
Kill, slaughter, send message.
I don't think I'm doing anything different.
We are brave, mighty. Littermaster.
We've ambushed these guys, which I could decline it and wait until we draw out the army in the settlement. I think it probably would be better to draw them out rather than have them in the open field. Let's just take a look, so I can always then decide to lightning strike.
No blame. No.
Yeah, you've got them grouped. I want to say maybe there's an option in the
Great one.
like game settings or interface options about something to do with unit placement, maybe, that I've turned off. I'll have to check next time I load into 3K and see what my settings are. Like, feel free to give me a message on Discord or Twitter or something like that. Can we take them on plus those reinforcements, or is that a bit much? What do we reckon, Twitch chat? Lightning strike, take out those guys, then siege the other ones and hope that they sally on out to me, because I think fighting them in a siege will be pretty tough, and our army isn't really spec'd out for... I mean, it will do sieges fine, but they've actually got some pretty decent defenders. I feel like we should draw them out to the field if we can. Fight or lightning strike? I mean, big nasties, they've got a Hero Titan and a Necro Sphinx, but I can snipe. They've got 3 Shabti. Might be costly, but fight it. Right, well, I'm not hearing anyone desperately going, "No, Lionheart, don't do it! Not again!" So, here we go. 1. Wrong course says lightning. Ah, can I get the nuke first? We can't get it for another 2 turns. Otherwise, yeah, nuke for this would be amazeballs. So I'd have to wait a while. I'll fight it. If we get pushed back with whatever survivors we have, we'll need to wait until we can build up a nuke again. But yeah, let's go in now, because I think it's 2 turns so I can get another nuke in. Massive bloody hill. Well, I've got artillery. Oh my. We're going to want to rush that hill, spin it round, and deal with the reinforcements. Oh, that's annoying for my artillery, though. I mean, if I had a nuke, I could slaughter them as they come on in, because that's going to be the big old garrison army. Ah, son of a beach. This is right, though, because I attacked their army at the back. The army had pulled back behind their settlement. I think, is there a settlement actually shown on the map? Yeah. No, wait, it'll be over here if it is anywhere. I mean, there's a pyramid over there. I don't think that's showing the city. Something over this way. No, more pyramids. But yeah, I moved round the settlement to attack this army over here. So I moved round from the top of the settlement, attack these guys at the back, and obviously the garrison's coming out from behind me. Right. We're going to need to sort of rush forward on these guys, break them. Get my artillery up to the top. And then turn around and deal with the reinforcements. So you guys go forward. And you guys keep an eye on behind. Up on the left and then come round the hill. I kind of want to try and capture the hill for those reinforcements coming in. They should be relatively slow, so let's give this a go. Try and slow him down with that.
Skaven, yes, yes. What orders? We obey. Eat fight. Our tale is yours. Stand. Faster, Scotty. Attack! Shot!
All my rat ogres back.
Yes! Warp lightning cap!
Ah, he just missed. Full fire on the Hero Titan. Slow him down over there.
Lord of Skaven Blight! Now move! Scupper, go! Fight, attack! No, that's run. Good!
Jazales, finish off the Necrosphinx. Storm Vermin, turn around, deal with that Ashabti.
I ready, yes. Yes, kill. Agreed, yes.
That's it, snipers. Take out the Necrosphinx. Necrosphinx nearly down. Come on. Snipey. It's down. Bring you guys round. Warp Fire Thrower. Bring you guys right behind him. Storm Vermin. You're done there. Hero Titan's nearly down.
Now, yes! Skit, then leap! Storm Vermin! Yes! It shall be done!
So is that Hero Titan down? Oh, nearly.
Yes, yes, yes! For the Vermintide! Warfire thrower!
I think the Warfire thrower's in behind.
Now!
Hero Titan is down.
That kill! Guide us, Horned One!
We've got it.
Back in the cloud! For the Vermintide! Rocky Judges!
Ratty-judges. Oh yeah, Warfire throwers. Burn them all. Burn them all.
We run! I am back! Back, back!
Oh, look at it go.
Fire thrower! Warp lightning cannon! Dark Dragon! For the Vermintide! Warp lock Jezels! Fight attack! Guide us, Horned One! Nothing ready now!
Fire away. Nice.
Great Anakar! Warp lightning cannon! Let's go! Play for catapult! Storm vermin! Voila! Warp lock Jezils! Guide us, Horned One! Ready, ready! String the catapult! Warp lock Jezils! Warp fire thrower! Slide! Stab! Rick-a-rock! Nash kill kill! What orders? Attack! Attack! Warp lock Jezils!
Bring the Jezzails round.
See the things quail! Warp fire thrower!
Warfire thrower. They're crumbling. Bring you guys up here. You can slaughter that lot. You guys go over there. Keep on dealing with them.
Warp lock Jezils! M99! Rocky Judges! Yes, yes, yes! I'm now ready.
That'll be fun. Yeah. Oh, tear them down. That's how you literally melt units. Oh, yeah.
Captains, come on! Faster, scurry! Ordnance rats will! Moving! Every piece of hurry! Resurrect! Scurry, yes, yes! Should we run, please? Yes, yes!
Oh, so the Tomb King really screwing me over.
Yes, master, scurry! Attack charge! Now, move! Scurry race! Great on a car! Nasty!
Go after them.
Ready, ready! Fight back! Scampering! As master desires! Fight, fight! Forward, backwards!
It's a Tomb Guard. The strongest infantry. Warfire, Rattling Gun better. Rattling Guns I would probably say are better. But if you can get them on bunched up units like this, then you're laughing really.
Skitter, then leap! Darn Banning! Consoles, come on! Tails forward! Retreat! Retreat! Ready, ready! Warlock Jezils! Now, ready, now! Yes, Master Lord! Say, Stabber! Storm vermin! Horned One's wishes! Warlock Jezils! Onwards! Horned Rat's will!
That Tomb Prince going down.
Flatten Scryer! Die! 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 Ready! Ready! At once! Prepare to die! Die! Onwards! The Very good.
One Giselles keep firing. Yes, point blank.
March, scurry, yes. Hasten, hurry. String the cattle crack. Shriek, shriek. Warlock, Jesse. Die, die. Gunvenin. Skaven, yes, yes. What? Quick, quick. And now, yes. Escape forward. Good, now kill. Now, yes.
Quick Giselles.
Voila. Blood destroyer. Warlock Jezzails. Great, yes, yes. Gunvenin. Voila. Murder, kill, kill. Fight, fight. At once, master. Warlock
This one's going down. He's the main general.
Ready, ready. Warlock Jezzails. Slaves them. Now move.
Yeah, now they're wavering. Come on, just take him down. How much has he got left? Is it 51? Yeah, any second. Boom.
Great, great, yes. Hornbrat will. Our tile's yours. For the Valentine. Gunvenin. Agree, Rick.
This was up against like 2 forces and basically the best that they can muster with their garrison. Point blank range shots into Tomb Guard. Considering the balance power was massively against us, like maybe like 20% chance of winning. There we go. 3 guys out of it.
Bloody whiskers! Go!
Yeah, I think rattling gunners are better than them. I mean, the only reason these guys though might be better than your typical rattling gunners though, because they're a sort of a regiment of renown one, a special one from the workshop, Skaven workshop.
Cattle move! Yes, yes.
No, don't get me.
Moved.
There we go.
Run, guys. Attack!
No, there we go. There's the break. Oh, finally. Boom. I think it's because they completely crumble. None of them are left. Oh, just hit a stand over there. Whoopsie. Because none of them are... They all crumble, so none of them are left, so we can just go straight into that settlement. Huzzah! When is my next co-op of 3K with Jackie planned? It won't be until next... won't be until next Tuesday. It was meant to be tomorrow, but Jackie's moving into his house, I think either tomorrow or later this week, so he's got some sort of house bits and pieces to sort out over the next few days. So, yeah, I think he was basically waiting to find out when they could move in. From my own experience with buying a new build, you kind of get very little notice. So he's probably had a phone call today saying, hey, you can move in sort of tomorrow or later on this week. So he's probably scrambling around now to know when to get everything sorted. So yeah, we won't be streaming tomorrow, but we will be streaming next Tuesday instead. So my next stream this week will be on Wednesday at 3 PM BST, and that'll be more Field of Glory Empires. And then on Friday we'll be doing Lubu. I have 64 gig of RAM. You fucking savvy. Yeah, I've got a quad channel memory board. Or memory slots on my motherboard rather. So I thought, why not fill them all up with RGB craziness? I can get Adobe Premiere Pro, which is what I use to render all my videos with. I can get that to use 42 gig. But yeah, if I like gaming, it's like totally pointless. but for editing and everything else, it sort of helps. So yeah, went for it. Yeah, I mean it's a massive, like, overpowered system, but for rendering and streaming and stuff, it's solid. It's an i9 with a 2080 Ti. It's crazy. So yeah, followers and Nagash are gone.
We are brave, my
Held on to all the units, so that's all good. No unique buildings or anything like that. That's more assassins though instantly. So yeah, we'll keep that there. Chuck that in. Chuck that in. Chuck that in. Chuck that one in, and chuck that one in. Boom. Boom. Right, I think that was everything we need to do for the turn, wasn't it? Because we can't do nukes. Yeah, 2 more turns, so yeah. Didn't miss out on stuff there. We can... No, can't get more agents just yet. I'll actually get assassins because I don't... We've not got an assassin's den anywhere. We've got one here. I can get 3 more, yeah. So spamming those in to Athaloran, we might be able to lower things enough.
Clan City, territory marked.
We should get in that one next turn.
Chief Warlock,
Cool.
master of Scryer.
How much did my PC... I mean, well, the 2080 Ti is like £1,000. The i9 was £1,000. The motherboard was about 500. The RAM was 500. I guess my whole War Machine setup right now, if you went at prices when they were first released and when I bought them, it'd probably come to about £4,000, I would imagine. But I did get the processor free, so that helps. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I wouldn't have upgraded to the processor, to be honest. I was quite happy with the i7 I had before. But when Intel says, "Hey, do you want a free i9?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." Laptop plus total war right now equals super hot, unhappy computer. Well, it depends which one you get. Some of them do have pretty decent cooling. Like the gaming laptop I use is... Actually, it gets hot, but it doesn't get uncomfortably hot. Like, I can have it on my lap perfectly fine. But gaming laptops do cost pretty much double the price of a comparable desktop for specs and performance. But if you need the portability, then it's kind of no way around it. Unless you build a super tiny ITX based system. I'm using a Asus Zephyrus as my laptop. It's super thin, but actually it does a decent job of cooling. So I can't complain. Oh, critical failure on stretch. I was just...
Sorcerer, inventor, yes.
Oh. Oh, it failed. Did it? Oh yeah, critical failures, and yeah, they screwed up. Enna failed, good. Oh, I was like, no, I was just about to pop a Undercity.
Bring it down.
Boom. Woo. How much did the laptop cost? The Zephyrus was free, but it retails for Well, when it came out, it was retailing at £2,500 because it had an i7 and a GTX 1080 in it. But like for 1080p gaming on a laptop, like I would say you can probably get by with a, you know, if you want to push like large unit size ultra settings or high settings, anything with like a GTX 1060 in it laptop wise or above will do you fine.
More warpstone. Now.
Yeah, I mean you can make a cheaper laptop work for Total War games for sure. It's not saying like £1,000 laptops are the only ones that will run it. They're definitely not. Like you can run it on much weaker system. It all depends on what sort of you know, graphic settings and unit scale you'd want to play Total War games on.
The best medicine.
Oh, we're now trespassing in their territory.
Scurry mode.
That's frustrating. It was saying Leonis is about to have a rebellion, so let's head over there and deal with that.
Now, forward, now.
Helios 300, yeah, that's a solid one. What graphics card's that got? 1060 or like a 1070?
Doom.
Okay, jump into Grimhold, then you jump over Grimhold. What else do we need to pop in? That is the question. We've got 10 units in here. We were down 1 Storm Vermin, because we lost that one. We could add in the other unit of Doom Flayers and just really go crazy with all the flaying. Yeah, you know what? Let's chuck it in there. Let's go crazy. So we've got those, and we've got another 6 units. We need more Rattling Gunners. That's what we need. So 2 of those. That's 8. So we've got space for 1 more. So there's another infantry unit.
Master Engineer.
There we go. Be cool if the last Let's Plays aren't just nuke cities in North. It takes such an age to set up. That's the only problem. Well, that's what I need to do. I need to build that in Borderlow. That's what I was going to do. What would I recommend for a budget graphics card or work with most games? I mean, it depends. Do you want it just to run the games, or do you want to actually be able to crank up the graphics for reasonable looks at 1080p? Loyalty from your recruits. That one's, it's only 2 turns. Grab that, and then we can just push forward with everything forward. I mean, generally, I would say if you want a decent graphics card that will run most games on the sort of high to ultra settings at 1080p, but you're happy to tweak some settings here and there, then I would say go for a GTX 1060, get a 6 gig variant, and it will last you a decent while. Is an RTX 2070 super good? It's basically a oh damn it! I don't have the hidden layer. It's basically nearly the same performance-wise, I think, as an RTX 2080, nearly with the new boost to it with the super clock and what have you. It's a solid card, yeah. It's a solid card. That would definitely run 1080, 1440 perfectly fine. Can I name a little ratty McRat face? I'm sure at some point we'll have a McRatty. Opportunist, Rasputin. Oh no, we were going through Assassinate, but actually yeah, I should go through Opportunist first for when I'm charging in with him.
No malice detected.
It really depends on what resolution you want to play at, to be honest. 1080p. Well, it depends on what resolution and what expectations of graphic settings you want to be running on and want to be able to attain. How much would a 1060 6 gig? Yeah, I think they're 260, 270, I think. Oh no, they're cheaper than that. 1060s are sub 200. The 1060 6 gig, depending on which brand really. If you want any aftermarket crazy cooling on it, you can go for a PMY one. That's sort of no frills to it, but that's 167 quid. So basically, just about, like, I would say, like, budget like 200 for a 1066 gig and shop around a bit. But yeah, it depends how often you want to be upgrading. I mean, rule of thumb, I always found from my own experience, before I got to the point where I was fortunate enough to either just be able to flat out buy like the top end highest card, just because for recording and streaming I'm always going to drop and lose FPS due to the recording and streaming process, so I always want to overkill the graphics card and CPU to get as much extra performance headroom as possible, so that I can still run as high a frame rate as possible even with the hit of recording and streaming. But before I went to stuff like I went to a 980, then a 1080 Ti, and then recently a 2080 Ti. Before that, I always went with the 70, the XX70 series, card of the series. So the GTX 770, the 970, the 1070, the 2070. So if you want something that's going to run 1440p ultra settings games, or absolutely cream it at 1080p if you've got like a really high refresh rate monitor, then something like a 2070 ain't bad at all if you're happy spending that kind of money on it. Do I have a Ryzen? I don't have a Ryzen in my main PC. My main War Machine PC has an i9, Intel i9 7900X. In my little mini ITX editing PC, which is about like that long by that wide, it's a tiny little case. In that I've got a Ryzen 1800X, and that just creams through stuff. Right, you jump over here, then they can force march up to you, full army with that, probably then build up the other army, but we're going to go start wrecking the Empire. I've built PC since the early 2000s, so about like, yeah, it will. Tech will have most definitely changed up a fair bit since then. I mean, my i9 would like kicks Ryzen's butt, but only because it's not a comparable like class of chip. If I compared their Threadripper to it, then we'd be talking, or even their new Ryzen 9 like 3900X, then we might be seeing something. 7900X, yeah, it's a monster. It's a 10 core 20 thread CPU, so it just annihilates renders. I can render faster than the total length of the video, so a 30-minute video only takes like 20 minutes. Beautiful. Am I going to do a co-op campaign with Air of Carthage? Probably not, just because I doubt we'll be able to get on at the same time, because he has a full-time job, and I only work sort of 8 AM till about 5, 6 PM. And by then he won't have gotten up when I wake up, and he'll be at work when I finish. So, yeah. My multiplayer campaigns will have to be most likely against UK or EU players, YouTubers, streamers, and what have you. That's obscene. What, 10 cores, 20 threads? It is. I've overclocked it to 4.4 gigahertz, which is pretty much its peak of where it will go. That's on water cooling, not a custom loop or anything else. I could probably tweak it a little bit further. I think I've seen people on custom loops take it to 4.6, 4.7. Then it pretty much hits its ceiling and then craps itself, basically. I was going to attack these dwarfs, wasn't I? I think what I'm going to do is move here. I've got 100% success of ambush. Go into ambush and then declare war on them. Wait for them to come out and be hit by my trap.
You dare
but I'm not going to pull my allies in because I don't want Sartosa coming on in and taking it. The Lubu of PCs. It is yeah, it is obscene. But it does mean that running games on my ultra-wide monitor when I'm not recording, because I can't record in ultra-wide because YouTube wouldn't format it. You get black bars. But yeah, playing at 3440 by 1440. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. Does 1080p really matter if it's just for personal use? I just use a telly, saves on space. Well, it depends what your TV is. Is your TV a 1080p TV? A 4K TV? You can use a TV, sure. If it's a relatively modern one, I mean, like 4K TVs are relatively cheap these days, to be honest. Yeah, you can use a TV. Some of them do have some scaling issues, but it might mean you just have to tweak it in the control panel settings, NVIDIA control panel. My own experience with stuff. Where's this guy? Oh, you're just chilling. This rat is no fool. You're just chilling. Oh, Quintex. Definitely be a place to pop another Undercity. The Sanctum. Will I do a Minecraft Let's Play? No, I have no interest in Minecraft.
No malice detected. Knows who his boss is.
It's 4K TV, but I can't. Yeah, in that case it's fine. Because you can just set it down to 1080p. I mean, you will probably notice the pixels a little bit more setting it down to 1080p, and obviously if it's a fairly large 4K TV. But if it doesn't bother you, then yeah, you're all good. That said, you can pick up like a 1080p monitor for like 50, 60 quid these days. So if you ever do get, you know, a bit of money and you wanted to set it up on a dedicated monitor, you can get like a 21, 22 inch for like 60 quid.
Yes.
Got an old Xbox that can only play 720 and it's quite noticeable compared to gaming on PC. Yeah, yeah. Especially because only outputting 720, if you're connecting that to like a big, you know, living room TV, you literally like touch the pixels. Just be like, eh. I was kind of hoping we'd have a chance for one last battle and a new Doom rocket before we wrap things up today, because I'm probably getting the stream in about 5 minutes or so. But yeah, I am hoping to be working with Gigabyte relatively soon on kind of completely rebuilding my tiny little editing PC. So if you want to see how that all goes, I'll be doing a kind of build video, which would be pretty cool. I've always wondered, and apologies if this isn't a good question to stream, since it's your full-time job, can you deduct all your PC gaming parts? Yes, I do. I deduct them. I mean, they're capital gains, as they're sort of bought for the use in my business. Yeah, I put them forward as a business expense though, as under capital gains. So when I bought my 2080 Ti, got a full receipt for that ready to submit at the end of the tax year. Using TV as a monitor, also don't forget to use the game setting on it, or turn off all image enhancements. Yeah, turn off motion blur. I mean, to be fair, it's the first thing I do when I got my 4K TV. I just went through and turned off motion blur and all that. So I hate motion blur. But yes, it is tax deductible. It's for use in my business. Like, I can also claim a fairly hefty portion of the amount I pay towards my internet connection. I can deduct a certain amount of my electricity bill as well, because that's being used for business. So yeah, there's a lot you can expense. Just have to make sure you keep all your records in check and what have you. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily, well, at least UK taxes. I think American taxes are a bit more complicated and confusing.
People are coming to the castle.
I hear about them. Jimmy James subscribed. Thank you very much. Oh, Mendel Bean giving 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much, Mendel Bean. So Jimmy James, Carbar, the phrase, Corvos.
People are coming to the castle.
And Ulagandalam, if that's how you say it. True for your faces. Welcome. Welcome to the Pride. Thank you very much, Mendel Bean. Haven't broken the stream for a while. There you go. Thank you very much, dude.
People are coming to the castle.
Yeah, big thanks to Mendel Bean for those gifted subs. Anyway, we're gonna finally combine these forces.
Master Engineer.
But yeah, from what I understand, American taxes are pretty complicated.
People are coming to the castle.
But UK taxes, I wouldn't say necessarily are that complicated, but they're just it's kind of just a time-consuming process to go through and you know, even just submitting it online. There's just a lot of boxes to check and
People are coming to the castle.
Once that's all done, it's fine. I mean, I use again, hashtag not sponsored. I use QuickBooks, and that manages like all my payment stuff basically. It was quite fun to do in a battle. That seemed harsh. Thanks, dude. Doom rocket. Oh, we didn't get the bonus rocket. That's twice now. I just want a Brucey bonus rocket.
Skaven Bright's greatest, best inventor.
How do gifted subs work? You basically pay for 5 subs to be gifted to random members that are in the chat, sort of right now. Number YouTube videos, favorite things ever saw. What was your YouTube Stellaris playthrough? What, the YouTuber war stuff, Corvus, or my Twitch series that I recorded with Gaming FTL and then uploaded to YouTube, or both? Right, Tim has. This is his second to last point. Pop it in. Like, that's all fine. It's basically, do we want to pop it in some of this stuff? But none of the spells are amazing. I just had a look at your overclockers link for something to do. They've got a 14K computer. And then they get expensive. They've got a 34K one, I think. And that's basically, it's like 2 PCs. i9s in both, and like quad RTX 2080 Ti's. Ridiculous. I'm trying to think. I guess we put it into some of these spells. I mean, Scorch, Scorch and Crack's cool, I guess, are the points we pop it into. Yeah, gifted subs are just for 1 month, so it's like a one month gifted tier 1 sub, basically. I don't. Yeah, I never cast it. Yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of like throwing points into stuff just for the sake of finishing things off. That's another rebellion over here. Well, at least we're getting plenty of food. Ikit, you're just farming up your forces, which is fine. I would like to do more Solaris. Yeah, it's just finding time to do more stuff. That's the main thing. We get hallucinogenics next. Yeah, it's just finding time to do all these stuff. I would love to just play them all.
This rat is no fool.
When he backstabbed you at the end and you had to break your difference in space for end, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Josh. He's a good egg. He's a good egg. Are you in Athelloren? Right, you're all leveling up finally. That's what I was going to spend my extra money on. Keep meaning to come back here and get some assassins to go into Athelloren. Seek target.
Clan Eshin Assassinin. No
Clan Eshin Assassinin. Go for specialists first.
Ready to kill.
Kill. You go to Kingsglade. Because what's that right now? Minus 90. Yeah, that's pretty good. We've still got to boost it way more. How much gold is in 34k? probably the most valuable stuff will be anything that's copper, I guess. I mean, it's all like full custom loot, water cooled or something like that. It's a crazy machine. It's one put together by 8-Pack, their overclocking boss, who is he's just a machine when it comes to it. Right, I think we'll end the turn, then we'll wrap things up for today's stream and video. It's mental 8 times 16 gig RAM sticks, 3. Oh, it's 24 gig Titans, yeah. Oh, it's the RTX Titan that they put in there, yeah. Why haven't I smashed the Wood Elves? Because I'm saving up to blow them up. Well, saving up. I'm trying to get agents in there to blow them all up in one go, but it's proving very difficult since the discoverability change. So I think it might even be impossible. But I'm trying it. But I've just got to get more agents in there so they won't actually get discovered straight away. Giving it a go. If it fails, I'll just barrel on in there with some armies. Hopefully, we'll be done with it by end of next stream, next Monday. Like the attempting to get agents in there. I hope. Found for Ikit, you can save them for last out of all the fact. Yeah, to be fair, because I've like once they're contained, they don't have a chance to go out there. I think someone asked me ages back in the stream, I don't know if they're still here, if I preferred elves or Skaven. Skaven are just so much fun right now. They've done. I do like of all the elves. If I had to choose an elven faction, I'd probably say Dark Elves or like an elven race as such. Dark Elves. I've enjoyed them the most of all the elves. But yeah, just elves in general versus Skaven. Skaven for me right now. Yeah, I mean, I probably could actually. I think I could actually probably piece out with the Wood Elves. Oh, nice! We got an underweight interception. Sweet. Right, well, we will kick things off with this little interception battle at the start of the next stream. But if you've been watching this on YouTube, comment, rate, subscribe, all that jazz. Links are in the description. Till the next one, ciao for now.